So this week I'm going to do the Halo Eye, which I'm obviously sporting now. Basically just means that you're putting a light and bright pop of color on the middle of your lid, and actually the inner corner, the corner that we usually kind of make lightest, has a medium tone on it. Now you can do it with any color combination you like, just as long as you kind of stick to medium, medium, dark, and the light rule, and I'll talk you through it right now. I'm kind of using colors that are really good for blue, also green eyes. So yeah, this kind of look I would say is amazing for anyone that has quite a one-dimensional lid. So this really creates kind of like dimension. So if anybody's got like an Asian kind of quite a mono flat lid, anybody with deep set eyes as well, because it really brings out, it kind of makes the center of your eye pop. And it also makes your eyes look bigger, which is usually never a bad thing. The kind of people that I wouldn't use this on is if your eye is already quite protruding or quite big and your lid already does kind of like a lovely curve, then I wouldn't use this technique on you. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get started. I'm not going to do my whole face this tutorial, I'm just going to concentrate on the eyes, but the products I've used on the rest of my face are listed below. So I'm starting with Illamasqua's Cream Pigment in Emerge. I love this color. It's a beautiful, like a peachy, very nude peach undertone. But when you use it on your eyelid, it doesn't really give, it just gives a warm undertone, if that makes any sense. And when you're using cream pigments as any kind of cream eyeshadow as a base, make sure you spread it evenly on your eyelid, because the powder, if it's not spread evenly, the powder shadow won't spread evenly either. Then we're gonna move on to powders, and I am going to start with MAC's Coral. In fact, all of the eyeshadows that I'm going to be using today will be MAC and my trusty 217. And we're just kind of doing the banana crease, but I am going all the way to the inner corner of the eye, and well, within this kind of arch, whatever, line, obviously all the way to the outer corner. Now, the colors I've chosen today are brilliant for blue eyes, also really good for green eyes, so just using the same technique, you can kind of choose whatever color combo you like. And I am going kind of all the way to the inner corner of the eye. I'm even going a little bit on the eyelid here with this color, but we're going to strengthen that in a minute. So I'm going to change colors and brushes. I'm using Red Brick. Red Brick by MAC. And I'm just going to take the 239, any kind of flat brush will do. And we are going to go straight into that inner corner with it. So Coral and Red Brick are really, really similar. And I'm going to do the same in the outer corner. I'm just kind of patting the color on for now. But Red Brick is just a stronger version of Coral. So if you don't have Coral, you can just use the Red Brick for sure. So I'm just placing the color on both corners of the eye. And I'm kind of patting the color on with this brush. And I'm just going to go back into my Coral and back into my 217 and do a quick blend. I'm blending towards the center of my eye, but I'm not really putting any color on the center of my eye. But just make sure everything is really well blended. Then I'm going to deepen the outer V with Deep Damson. Now this is an aubergine color. I'm using the MAC pencil brush. I could be using like a warm dark brown as well, which would work really well, but I really want to keep to a slightly cooler palette here. So blend it out again. I just keep using the same 217 because it works, but blend it really well and I'm probably going to go over it again after blending it once. And then I'm going to use Jest. Now this is kind of the halo part. I'm just using a clean 239 and I'm going to pat it onto the middle of the eyelid. I was contemplating going gold. Gold here would have been really nice, but this is kind of a cream champagne with a little bit of a pinky undertone. So just pat it on. And then I'm going to take the 239 that I used before and I'm lightly blending the edges. I'm using this to blend the edges because it doesn't move the color as much as a bigger blending brush, because I want it to be quite precise. I'm going to use the stump that is Urban Decay Rockstar, and I'm going to use it under my lash line, about, I would say, a third of the way in. And I'm actually not going to go very far with this liner at all. I'm just going to go kind of halfway into the eye, not into the eye. And then same thing again with my pencil brush, just soften the line out and kind of connect everything in the outer corner. And because I am tempted by adding a little bit of gold, so I am using MAC Goldmine, and I am going to put that just in the middle. I'm not even taking it all the way to the inner corner. It just is almost not noticeable, but just a little tiny bit of a gold pop. Maybe I'll just put a tiny bit on top of that Jest as well. That's not very much at all, but just, I feel like it needed a tiny bit of gold. You could put like a pigment here on the highlight part as well if you wanted to. As mascara, I'm using MAC Zoomlash. I think this is the waterproof one. Just loads of mascara. I was gonna add fake lashes, but then nah, my LVL treatment is still going strong. Next week probably I'm gonna start doing fake lashes again. So there you have it. That's the halo eye. Not difficult at all. Let me know how you get on, and I'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.